Good day, everyone. It's Myrdith Leon-McCormack for World Bride Magazine, and we are still celebrating our 20th anniversary. As you guys know, I just got back from Morocco. Morocco is one of my favorite places in the world, and Fabrice Orlando of Cocoon Events invited me, and we had the most extraordinary experiences and we met some of the most extraordinary people. And one of them decided to honor me and honor us and be a guest. Driss Zidanni!
Yes, yes. That's great.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. So before we get started, I need you to tell us your full name, the name of your company, what
Yeah.
you do. That has to be clear.
So my name is Driss Zidanni El Alawi. I have a long name. I'm Moroccan. Actually, my company's name is Lumi Morocco. We are based in Marrakech. So we are a travel agency hosting people from all over the world. We do events, we do incentives, we do weddings, parties. So we help people to book their trips, especially when they're coming to Morocco. So we're an incoming DMC, bring people to Morocco. So we take care of all the activities. We have a lot. We have partners all over Morocco and also partners outside Morocco.
Mhm,
For example, we work very close to Cocoon events.
mhm.
So we do all the ground services for the Cocoon events. So my DMC is in charge of all the services. It means when people they want to come on a trip to Morocco, we book their we book their stay in all the hotels.
Hmm.
We book for them the transportation. We book the restaurants. We book
Their hot air
experiences,
balloon
hot air balloon
experiences.
with saxophonists, with fun, with I mean, I don't want to talk about your experience
Oh,
because it was amazing and I was honored to be a part of it. And I was honored, of course, to know you. It was a
aw.
great experience.
For me as well, I have been working with Fabrice now. I think it's almost 3, if not 4 years. And
Yes.
he is one of the most extraordinary, vibrant, bring to life individuals. So if you see him, you know what you're about to expect for any of the events that he does. It's filled with
Exactly.
life, creativity, and festivities, celebration of life, and just celebration of people and joining people together.
Yeah. What Fabrice has, what unfortunately a lot of people they don't have, is this love to the country. He loves Morocco. And
Mm.
you can tell. So he's not just there for business, he's very emotional about the country, about the people, because Morocco is a it became a brand, it's a vibe. When you come to this country, you see it's not just because of traveling. It's a way of life. So you want to emerge into this Moroccan magic, mystic life, and this is what makes Morocco very special.
I agree with you. You just answered one of my biggest questions, and that is what makes Morocco so special. Like this, that was not my first time there, but
Yeah,
my experience was completely different from the first time that I did go there, and it's extraordinary. It is not a place you just go in and see the typical sights and, eat the food and go. You have to get involved with the people, and the people are so hospitable, and the cuisine is extraordinary. And you
mm,
guys have hidden gems in places. If you don't know, you don't know. And I
this
feel
is
like that's
exactly
where you come in.
this is why we are actually different than others. So what makes Lumi Morocco different is we try to be special in terms of our experiences.
Mm-hmm.
We of course we use the basic things what most of the people they would love to do, but we try to do something special. Like we call this things premium experiences. So
Mm-hmm.
we open doors to people uh, to see something what you cannot see if you're not a part of Lumi Morocco. We try to make people see things like we bring people to Moroccan families. They do something real.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that's exactly what I meant when I said mystical. So the mystic in the whole thing is this vibe, is to
Mm-hmm.
let your soul open. Just let it go. Do not worry. We Lumi will
I
do it for
agree.
you.
I
And
agree.
this is exactly what you've been doing when you were in Morocco, Meredith. I saw it in your eyes. I saw it in your soul. I saw it the way you were acting and talking to people, because you loved everything.
I
And
do.
this is what we try to share with our people. It's not
And
just because. Excuse me. Okay, go ahead.
no, 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 no. Finish. Please finish.
Yeah. So what we try to do is we want the people to experience. One of my famous saying is I all the time tell my people and my clients, do not expect to lose weight when you come to Morocco because the food is so spectacular. And then the spices, the smells, everything is special.
It
And
really
we
is.
want to share this experience with our people.
Oh,
You,
I can
you,
see it. And can I tell you what I really loved? And everybody knows the Moroccan oil and the herbs and the different things that you guys
yes,
have to offer. Yes, it's easy to do certain things around you. You could do anything by yourself.
yeah,
But what made it really unique and special with this experience, you took us to a perfumery and they explained to us the medicinal and the origin of Moroccan oil and to know the differences. So it was an
exactly,
educational process of the product we were going to purchase, use, and have been using and didn't know much about other than what commercials told us.
exactly. And this is exactly why we go back to the first question: why using a DMC in Morocco, and why using a guide in Morocco? We, as Lumi Morocco team, we work with reliable partners. And that's the reason why we work very close to Fabrice. We work very close to Marianne Lou Martin, who, by the way, I say a big hi to this diva of Marrakech. We
I
work
love
with a
her.
very, oh my God, the same with me. So that's why we are partners with those people, because they want their clients or their people to be happy. They don't want them
Absolutely.
to go back home or to go back home and just say, oh, that was awful, we didn't have a good experience.
Right.
We try, if you don't have a reliable DMC, what I mean with DMC is a travel agency with which guarantee for you the services and the quality, and a guide who is a professional, well educated, knowledgeable. Not just, we're not talking just about geography, about history, about the, we're talking about a person who knows exactly what he does and also who love what he does.
Yes.
This is very important.
And the thing that I appreciated about you is, and I appreciate about you is that you're comfortable working with other planners. It's not, hey, I'm the planner and it's only me and oh, no other way. You work with it because some of the experiences that were curated for us on this trip, like they brought the Gypsy Kings down and we literally had dinner on the mountains, on the top of the mountains. And I say a concert. We had an hour concert of these amazing
Exactly.
people. The photos don't do it any justice. And just the location was so beautiful and regal, but yet it felt like I was getting closer to God because of the positioning of all of that and the caterer that catered the experience,
Exactly.
So is this something that you do ordinarily for people, and how many people do, is there a limit to the number of people? Is it too small or too big? What's your process?
We actually we what we do through Lumi Morocco, we work with partners like let's take Fabrice as an example, or Cocoon event as an example. There is a wedding or there is an event, so we do what we know exactly. So we organize all the activities, we organize transportation, we organize guiding, we book hotels, because if you go through a DMC, we are licensed to get the best rates, and this
Mhm,
is very important to know.
mhm.
So the number of people is not important. We can do any number.
Right,
Like, if the location is very small, like, if you go, let's take, for example, Jenin Tamsna as an example, it cannot accommodate more than 500 people. So you go, it depends on the size of the groups, then you use the location, and then you know exactly how to deal with the location.
right,
So we sit together with our partners. It means when there's an event to plan, like for example, before coming to Morocco, we met as Lumi Morocco with Fabrice, who is Cocoon event. We talked about the logistic of the event. And
right,
this is very important. What we have to do and how we should organize all the events. And everyone stick to his responsibility or
right,
what he has to do. So that's why most of the events are successful,
right.
because we cannot do everything. So we need to work hand in hand with our
Right.
partners to make it happen.
And then on top of it, the client, the customer knows what they want and what they want to experience. It's just up to you and whoever they're working with to execute it. And what I
Exactly.
do appreciate about um Fabrice, he's very immersive into the culture. So he lives there. He knows who's the people. He knows the management. I've never seen anyone go into every location and everybody knows him and willing to go above and beyond to curate an experience for the guests like he has. He delivers on what
Exactly.
he says or he doesn't. He's like, I can't do it. And he's I mean, very honest about it. He's like, nope, can't do it, or
Exactly.
leave it to me and I will get it done. And so when I see someone like you with your personality working with someone like Fabrice and Marianne, both
Yeah,
two different personalities, but
totally.
very committed to excellence and supporting and promoting Morocco, I don't think it gets any better than that.
Oh, that's great.
I
Thank
don't
you
think it
so
gets any
much.
better than that. Now, one of the things that I also enjoyed about you, you took us to a historical building. It was like a museum. It was and so much, you knew so much about the space, but you also know spaces and venues that are historical but government run, but that allow people to have soirees, weddings, and other receptions in there. Can you tell us about the building that
Exactly.
you took us?
So, they're historical building who actually what you actually can use for different events. For example, we had, I don't know if I have the right to tell. We organized a birthday party from a very well-known person,
Yeah.
and we used this beautiful garden called the Secret Garden.
Ah,
Normally, after they finish, the entrance timing is between 9 to 6,
hmm.
and then you can book the venue after 6 till 10 or till 11, and that was spectacular.
I love
So
it.
it's a venue where you can take people, which is when we talk about historically talking, it used to be a house of a wealthy family in the old Medina, which has been totally transformed to what we call the secret garden.
I love
And a
it.
secret garden, it shows you the difference between what is exotic, what has been brought into Morocco from different parts of the world, and what is Islamic garden. And
Right.
then it's also the space and the vibe and the spirituality, what makes it special. So those locations you can also use. For example, Bahia Palace, which is unfortunately for the time being under renovation and restoration,
Hmm.
but or the Badia Palace, where people I know that very wealthy people, American people, they did their weddings for their kids. That's a spectacular. So
Right.
you can also use those locations
Right.
for your events.
I love that. And that's the secret sauce of having a relationship with you. You know those hidden gems
Exactly.
that may not be on the internet or popularly known.
No, this what you find in internet. This is exactly what makes Lumi Morocco special and Cocoon event special and Marianne special. So we have I'm gonna tell you just in briefly about one of the experiences like we do, for example, through Lumi Morocco was something we call a perfume workshop.
I
And a
love it.
perfume workshop, we do it with this master who did the first perfume for Yves Saint Laurent.
Ugh.
So something, I mean, like Yves Saint Laurent, before he died, he did a perfume from for Marrakech called Soir de Marrakech or the Evening of
Oh,
Marrakech.
wow.
And the one who did that for him, we can open his private house and
I love
do the perfume workshop in his property, which is a colonial farm, and it's spectacular. So you're talking to someone who lives very close to a master like Yves Saint Laurent, who did a fashion show at the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York during his lifetime, and
Wow.
he's the only one as a designer who did that. The
Wow.
only designer who did that. And then you're working close to those people. So that makes your people so happy because they, first of all, they learn how to make a perfume. Second thing, they are meeting an
The
idol,
master.
something, a master, exactly, not just in making perfume, but whatever he says has a value because he talks about Yves Saint Laurent, private relationship, how Yves Saint Laurent used to be as a person, generosity, humble, nice, social, and want to help people. And this is spectacular. And those things makes, excuse me, so
Nope, say
those
it.
things makes that special.
Exactly. That exactly what I was going to say. It makes it extraordinarily special. And that's what we try our very best to do at World Bride Magazine. Our goal is I mean, everybody can go to somewhere else. There's other amazing magazines, Grace Armand, Brides magazines. They're fabulous. I'm not going
Yeah,
to decline Martha Stewart Wedding. Those are great magazines. But our goal is to show extraordinary little pockets around the world that they may not know about. And I want them to see that we've experienced it and we feel that they deserve it. And they deserve to know people like you that may go under
thank
the
you.
radar and say, hey, listen, let me do something special for you. Let me, and that's because you have personal relationships with people, and that's what makes things luxurious because everyone has their perception of what luxury should be. Everyone has a new definition for luxury. For me, luxury is not about how expensive something is, but how
Exactly,
intimate the experience is and how well curated and delivered it was. That is
exactly,
what we try to do with World Bride Magazine. And this is why we get so excited when we have the opportunity to meet someone like you that knows the country, that knows the region, that is passionate and dedicated and committed to it. I do have to tell you that, and I think you knew, I told you when we were in Morocco, my father had passed away that week.
oh my
And
god,
so,
I know.
yeah, so for me, being in that space with this group of people that surrounded me with love in such a spiritually connected place, I felt at peace. I wasn't miserable. My dad wasn't a miserable person. He was a happy person. He was a voyager, a thinker, and he loved history. So I knew he would be excited for me. And when we went in that hot air balloon ride, oh, it touched my heart. I felt good. I felt good with God. I felt at peace. And at that moment, I just kept thinking, how do I convey this to my readers? Because oftentimes, you know, certain couples lost a parent and they're getting married. And when they get married, that parent is missing and they don't know what to do to make it special, to
Yeah,
make it feel like that missing parent is still there with them. And for me, that epiphany came right there and said, I want to make this issue special. I want to make these series of conversations special because at that moment I experienced the one of the greatest losses of my life. And I know other couples feel that way. How do I share with them this beautiful experience with amazing people that are capable, loving, inviting, and educational and knowledgeable about it? And here you guys came into my life.
that's great. That's great. Oh my God. It's very touching. As I mean, I remember seeing you this morning very early at 5 o'clock in the morning, and you remember, and sorry, and so tears in your eyes, and I heard the information from Adman, my partner. I felt sad, but I saw joy in your eyes also.
Mhm,
So it was a
mhm,
mix
mhm,
between joy and
mhm,
happiness, and of course sadness because you lost one of the beloved person in your
mhm,
life.
mhm. But you guys made it so special. So I will forever remember this period of my life with fondness because of the experience that you bring, which goes back to the happiness of producing a wedding. You
You
know,
definitely have to come back.
oh, I'm coming back. You don't have to tell me twice.
That, that's great. That's great.
I'm
I'm
coming
happy
back.
to hear
And I'm
that.
coming back with people. I'm coming back with crews. I'm coming back several times with people
Perfect.
because
We'd
there's things
love
that
to
we
host you.
didn't get to experience that I think people deserve to experience. And I'm so excited and so honored that we've met you and we were able to do so. And I'm glad to see that you have a partnership with two of my favorite people in Morocco that love
Perfect.
Morocco.
Uh,
And so, what World Bride Magazine would like to do is ask you one last question, and that is when our readers and viewers see this, how can they book an appointment with you and get that consultation and book a experience?
it's Lumi Morocco. It's let me say the website.
It was just such a wonderful thing and watching your teamwork, very efficient in helping us get to where we had to go on time, even though I overslept one morning. And you just came back and got me just before, didn't set anyone apart, didn't delay anything. You made sure everyone was happy. And that to me is going above and beyond, above and beyond.
We did it. Really, it was a pleasure, and that's why we came with our private vehicle. This is we do it all the time like that. We have a vehicle for the clients, and we all the time take our private vehicle in case something happened.
Mm-hmm,
And that was the case in this morning because we
mm-hmm,
know it's early in the morning. People they cannot maybe sleep. I mean, oversleep, and then they don't catch the bus or the vehicle. So we are there to help, and that's why not because we own the company we should sleep and then wake up at 10 o'clock and come and say hi. We have to be there. We have to be on the ground in case something happened. Not just because of some missing a transportation, somebody can feel bad. You have to take him to doctor. Somebody need a medication. You have to get it
Definitely.
for him. This is very important, and this is what we, you know, I my education. I did the High Institute of Tourism in Tangier, and that's a university of tourism. And from my young years, I was hoping that one day I would start a service company. I
Wow.
love service. And
Wow.
I'm doing that because I love that. So, and I'm so happy to do what I love because
I
I
love
see that most of the people, they're doing things not because they love it, but they just need to survive. And this
Right.
is not me.
I
So I
love
want to
that.
do what I love instead of that. I'm not going to do anything. So back to your questions is www.lumimorocco.com.
Fantastic.
And my name is Driss Zidanni. And
Do you have an
this
email
is
that
how,
you can
of
share?
course, which is Driss at lumimorocco.com.
Fantastic.
Driss at lumimorocco.com. And
Fantastic.
we're there to serve.
Yes, you are. And you deliver above and beyond. You anticipate what we need before we know we needed it, which is very important. And again, in defining what luxury is knowing what your clients want and need and delivering it. I'm just going to make a couple of statements about that. There is a young lady that does these beautiful interviews, commentary, I should say. She does more commentary about some of the experiences of the wedding industry that are not exactly very professional. And she's bold enough to bring out how some people just are not acting in the standard that they should be being in the service industry.
Okay.
And
Uh-huh.
one of the things that she said was most recent one was she said that there's planners now that literally get couples and hand over their list and say, hey, find your vendors, which is the most unheard of, diabolical thing I've ever heard of. That you would hand over a list when a client calls you and say, hey, I need a vendor, I'm getting married, and they give you a list. And I'm saying, what kind of servicer are you that you would just do it? Number one, you're the planner. Number two, those are your relationships. You have to introduce people and do that. And for me, that is unfortunately where some, not majority, and I want people
Yeah.
to realize that it is
Yeah.
not the majority of the industry that behaves this way, but quality services are delivered by people like yourself that love what they do, love where they are doing it, and will go above and beyond to do it. And the other gentleman, the other professional is a gentleman. He talks about luxury hotels that have declined and why they have declining and why the shift is happening. And, he kind of gave a definition of luxury that people think that high ticket seem to be that, or that, because the name is a legacy brand, that automatically it defines what luxury is. It is not. Again, he says it's
Exactly.
it's more than just, hey, you poured me a bottle of champagne when I walked in the door and you dropped my bag. It's more than just knowing my name. It's knowing my name, what I liked, when my birthday, and all these other things, my anniversary, why I came. And these are the luxury services that I felt that you guys gave us that I could define as luxury. You made
Thank
sure that every one of us in the group of, I believe, over 35 felt special, and you guided us. I feel like one of your guides was guiding us like a herd of cats. Every time we were walking through the Medina, we just kept stopping to shop, and he was like, "Let's go, ladies and gentlemen."
Wow. What an experience.
It was wonderful. So your
That's
team is
great.
extraordinary, and I want to thank you again for everything you're doing, and we will see you back in Morocco again.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you and hosting you. And I hope to see you again.
Absolutely. Very
And
soon.
whatever you need in Morocco, you have a friend, you can contact me anytime. We are covering all the country. We know we have enough people to help. We have enough reliable partners, and we love what we do.
We felt it. We literally felt it. Thank
Thank
you. So guys, there you have it. That was Driss from Lumi Morocco. He is inviting you, personally inviting you to contact him for your extraordinary, memorable trip to Morocco. So until the next time, au revoir.
thank you.